yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
The Colts at 0-9 now on the year. And they come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And this is a team that has not shown much consistency during this losing streak because they've never really looked like they've been ready to play. You question their motivation. You wonder what's going on with them. And I'll have a PhD in psychology, but the body language, it's awful.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here comes third and the length of the football. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
This is caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
On second down, they'll run with White. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On first down, right back to ETN.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got Hamill on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second and a couple. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
That was Nick Gordon rushing in and burying him behind the line.
And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will slide down with a good gain. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The Jags with a football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner is a former defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
That's on the tackle, Braden Smith.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Let's go now.
On play action, they'll throw.
Got his open man. It's Mallory.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw again.
That's to the tight end, Mallory.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Juju in motion left.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw again. This is White on the screen. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
They go with White on the counter. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And it's a fumble.
Now it looks like one of the DBs has
does it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
That's caught at the 25. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Lawrence, they'll drop that underneath to ETN.
And he'll get it down this time in the 17. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, whether they have a much better chance of picking up.
Lawrence on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Clock running as he's brought down, but now you can't spike it. It's 4th down.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
He's got the hook up to McLeod. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
They'll run with ETN.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On first down, Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as they move the sticks again. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. Throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Now A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
On third down, here's Etienne.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he whips that one incomplete there.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Trayvon Walker
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Colts send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
In motion goes McLeod. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
On 2nd down, Lawrence gets this quickly to Ingram.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On play action, Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Red on red.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Oh, no, lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll go down the ball before getting this inside the 30.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gay knocks this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Here's Lawrence.
And one more time, here's Kirk. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Lawrence's throw there complete to Hamlin.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
They'll come up now. This is second and long. Here's Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown. Christian Kirk, 33 yards.
And the Jags have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They'll try the right side here with White. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
They'll run again. And he is going to have a Colts first down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off.
Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help.